Do they seem confident that things are, going as planned? All right, I'm ready for my prep. And what you need to do right now. Is there to help.
At the storm because a lot of them are coming from those areas with water, those lower lying coastal areas.
2 days out from the Olympia. Finally, these days are getting closer and closer. It's been just a long wait day by day here. Got to Vegas 2 days ago. So yesterday trained pole and just need to put a little bit more food in. Had a pretty big weight drop just from travel and fluid changes. So now feeling good, had some carbs in yesterday, and we're going to be heading over to Las Vegas Athletic Club and get in my last push session. And today's diet is coming down a little bit in food just because I have a good level of fullness this morning. So, and we're also lowering steps. So I was at 10,000 steps, coming down to 8,000, so keep my legs a bit fresh. But we will get our pre-workout meal in and then head over and get our session.
We're at Mid to Las Vegas Athletic Club. We are doing push today. Starting pretty much my normal workout, so it's always a lateral raise first. Then I get into my chest work. I would use a lateral machine raise that I normally would have, but instead I found this carrying piece, which is fun to use. It's a little light on the stack, but all good. Session today, volume-wise, just pulling back just a little bit today. So I usually do 3 sets on a few like pushing exercises, pulling that back to 2 sets. This one usually I do 4 sets, pulling back to 3 sets. So just a volume reduction. But as far as effort, we're just keeping it all the same today. Recovery is high, so I just not really fatigued going in this week. So training can relatively be the same. Now, if you had someone that was driving fat loss the whole time and they have really high fatigue, that would probably be more deloading need to take place. But for me, it's just kind of another day in the gym relatively. So start with this lateral raise, 3 sets here. So my normal push setups have always been a lateral raise first. Basically, for any male division, your side delts can't be big enough. And the other thing in programming is we don't want to get fatigue in the later part of the workout and take away from our pressing either, but side delts don't do that. So that's why I always have them programmed from priority first, then secondarily we'll go to a chest fly. For me, I've had issues with connecting with my chest once I move into my pressing. And from a safety point of view too, I found that this whole season, this past year, I've had so much success by not getting injured. And part of this is starting with isolation work before any of my compound work. I used to always put my compounds first because you want high output for these lifts, but ends up I use more weight and I also end up using more of my triceps, my delts. So if I can get a really good chest connection first with this fly and then move into my pressing, have a better connection and also limit my loading in my pressing. So I've had this first and it's been extremely working well from the energy standpoint, sustainability and training, and just improving my chest too. Big connection with that one. This prep's been really successful too, just from starting it from a very lean state. People ask like, how do you stay lean for so long? It's just managing the environment. So I, have low stress. My work level's been lower. And since the starting point for prep was really lean to begin with, I didn't have to diet that hard to get down. I took it slow. So my lifts really held and my strength held. Was able to progress across a lot of prep. So I didn't have these big drop-offs in strength like you normally would have to really chase fat loss hard starting from a high body fat. My normal volume has relatively stayed about the same. When normally, like if I had this isolation lift first, I like having this because you get a really high stimulus in your chest, but it's not very fatiguing. So these are the movements that I would keep in place. But my pressing movements, it's like good stimulus, but it's a lot of fatigue as well. So if strength was dropping, I would normally lower sets in my compound movements, and that's how volume lowers across prep. But in this type of prep where I stayed leaner, like I haven't needed to do that. So my volume is relatively maintained the same, and in turn, also upheld muscle tissue really well too. Oh, ooh. Got a pump. When I first started bodybuilding, 212 was just starting. Like it was basically still though looked at, the open was the pinnacle of the sport. At the time, actually 212 was 202. So I didn't think that would even be in the cards for me. Classic wasn't around, men's physique wasn't around. So really it was open bodybuilding was the pinnacle. Even when I grew up, I was like 5 years old and had a Flex magazine with Dorian in it. Like that's what I always saw as like the ultimate stage to walk on. So personal rankings for me, and that's not to take away from any other division, but the Open Olympia is the pinnacle of the sport. So man, to walk on that stage, it's humbling just from where I know my perspective about it was earlier on, and to think I'm even at that level is it's hard to just even process that. I think like I'm trying to stay calm 2 days out, but the excitement of being able to walk amongst these 15 guys out there, knowing like we're the best for 2024 is, man, what a hell of a feeling to have.
Oh yeah.
Good to see you in person, man.
Oh yeah, you good?
Yeah.
Hello. How are you? All right.
This is Renee, Cuba.
The girls are just getting changed. How you getting on? You good?
Oh, doing good.
Tan on?
Oh yeah. We had to start early. I'm white, man.
Yeah.
So she starts tanning me up, and so we found the key to it.
Yeah.
Like 3 days out, tan, rinse in the morning, tan, rinse in the morning. So
Your colour was good at last show as well.
yeah, won't be so muddy this time like I've been in the past. So
Feeling good?
oh yeah, I feel great, man. I've been feeding and lean forever, so it's like
You've been out of the top 10 conversations, right? But I'm gonna say here, top 10, definitely top 10.
that's it.
Top 10.
We're getting him on the judging panel.
Top
That'll
10.
be-
I've been doing predictions with all the friends and clients, and I definitely think it's still good. It's still good.
I saw your prediction video. I was like, oh, cool, put me in, cool. It's a friend move.
I did. No, it's not. It's not. It's a smart move.
All right, on.
It's a smart move because when it comes to Olympia, right, most of the guys, they don't prep that jump. You know that.
Yeah.
Right? So they start the season well, and then what happens? You just get tired, inflamed. They don't want to nail it for the Olympia. So you just been getting better. So
Yeah, some of these guys roll the dice too, you know.
yeah, 100%. What you got? Weight training?
Just doing push. Yeah.
Leave you to it, man.
Yeah, man. Great to see you.
I'm not going to bother you too
Is
much.
oh yeah.
Great to meet you.
Yeah, great meeting you.
Hey, how you doing? Hit the Smith press for my flat pressing movement. It's a normal staple that I've had in my training. I try to do my best when I travel for shows during peak week is pick exercises and machines that have been the same my whole prep, so I have some good comparison on load, reps, and also just not having the novelty of some exercise that's completely different. So that's why I still stick with the Smith machine. I haven't been using the incline hamstring press, but it's one that I've had in rotation in the past. I've been doing a prime incline press, so this one will work fine for today. 2 sets on the Smith machine press and hitting 2 sets on this incline press. Again, that's like 1 set back from what I normally would do. This will be some of the main compound movement for the day. I do have a dip later in the session, more tricep focused. But these will be the main pressing movements.
Your eyes.
It's like God. It's like a big part this last day is managing the mental stress. And if you get on social media, you'll see all over the place, there's people bashing you, there's people promoting you. And if you can't lean into either one, because you get overhyped or you get dogged on. And if you end up start looking in the daily about managing others' expectations, which are out of your control, you get stressed from trying to think you're going to be in the top 5, or you get stressed from thinking you're going to be last call out, right? So it's best just to keep your head out of it, as this is bodybuilding. It's going to be subjective. People are going to have opinions about you. Just to be talked about is great. Either way, it's good publicity for you. So that's why I still post all my stuff. Like, I don't care. Here's what it is, because it only helps you from a bodybuilding business perspective. And if you don't deliver on other people's expectations, doesn't really matter. All that matters is your own expectations. That's the most important thing to me. If anything, that's where I put more stress on myself. Just make sure I don't let down myself with my standards. So that's within my control. Like, the moments I'm doing here daily, I can control those things. I can't control others' opinions, what they think about me, what they think about how I look on stage. But at least I can deliver my best in managing my own variables day to day, and just focus on my own expectations. I think that's the big struggle with modern day bodybuilding, is everyone's so based on social media, on what others say or what others think. You just can't worry about it. Just especially these final moments, just enjoy it. Like Renee and I, we just chill out, watch Netflix, watch some funny shows, and just enjoy the moments, because they're special here. You looked awesome. Totally killer out there. Like you, it's my first open Olympia, so kind of just no expectations except my own. Get more out of your single arm tricep extension by what you do. Bring this elbow back and lean this shoulder in, and what you'll see, you'll make a 90-degree angle. And when you have this 90-degree angle, it's when you're gonna get peak tension, and also when the triceps fully lengthen. When you start in this upright position, the cable lines up with this forearm, so you don't actually get peak tension until you're getting into the muscle short, when it's already really at a weaker position. So bring this elbow back, lean the shoulder in, and you'll get good loading when that muscle's fully lengthened, and get more potential for hypertrophy.
I'll try out something out here.
Oh, sorry.
Basically, this is what's done here. This is what's done here. Don't give it justice.
Yeah, please.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's predicting, but yeah, man, incredible.
Yeah, it's for my best. Just
Incredible.
laying on stage. It's like every day it's just been repeat the same nail, like where my weight and fluids are at, you know?
Yeah, of course. I've been reading anyway. I've been reading.
But yeah, like 234ish is like really solid.
Big improvements.
Yeah, for sure.
You must have been staying in 212 and just
Yeah,
sucked yourself down so much all the time.
just don't even realize.
Yeah.
We've seen it so long.
Your condition-wise, I think if anything, you look like you've got a lot more detail everywhere, head to toe. It looks like you can pose better as well.
Well, since my glutes got bigger,
Yeah, it's just
now they're like dug out. Like I never had that 212 because my glutes are small, not
your entire
pushing
back
against the
shots,
skin.
your entire back shots, you didn't have that in 212 though.
No, no.
Even your mid back and your shoulder and the detail that's there now, that wasn't there before,
Right.
and that was 20 pounds lighter. That's crazy, man.
So it wasn't better. There's the thing about it. You think like keep smash your weight down, you only get more condition, but now you start losing it. So
Right, incredible,
yeah,
incredible. Man.
yeah, appreciate
Seeing it
it.
in person as well is just another level as well.
All right, last training session done. Hit some posing. Really happy with the look. Let's head back home. Knock out the rest of the day. Back to the Airbnb. Hit my post-workout meal. Did my check-in photos again, seeing where the visuals at. Really happy with where I'm at. So for this meal, I'm just doing a repeat of what I had yesterday. It's 130 grams of Pride Foods unflavored cream of rice. I'm doing 50 grams of cinnamon bun, frosted cinnamon bun, Animal Way, and then 50 grams of banana. Also add half a teaspoon of salt and some cinnamon in it. Simple meal, but that's been my staple post-workout for all the prep.
Although it's not the last time, I want a word for you tonight. Although it's not the last time, I want a word for you tonight.
Hey Samson, nice to meet you. Good. Congrats on France, man.
Oh, dude, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Killer look. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Oh, dude, it's all gravy. You know how it is. Yeah, excited to be here. So,
This ain't your first one, is it? Is it first one?
first in the Open. I've done three Olympias in 212. So it's like kind of a debut in a way. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like just basically, but I competed back in June, so the leg work's been done. That the dieting process.
Number 12, Andrew Jett.
There we go. The Johns.
All right, that wraps up 2 days out. Women's athlete check-ins. I am number 5, which is that good juju or not? I don't know. And got my Olympia tracksuit. So
Very cool. 60th.
60th anniversary. They really went all out at Resorts World. It's all over Vegas, Olympia, branding everywhere. It made it feel like really special. They put a ton of effort in, and it was cool to meet all the guys competing against. Everyone's extremely nice and genuine, and just going to be, I could tell it's going to be an awesome time out here. So thank you all for tuning in. We'll talk to you tomorrow.